Welcome to the Big Messy Bun. I think we're on 69. Are we on 69? This is so Katie, like so Katie. 60, just one second. 68. We are on 69. I had to go into my Apple account to see what number are we on. You guys, it's 69 here today, and I am telling you, I just finished teaching class. We just had our 5-year celebration of live Zoom classes. So I'm going to bring listeners back. If some of you are new here, have never heard this story, and some of you have heard it before, but it's such a good inspirational story to remind you to dig in, just start and just figure it out as you go. So I'm going to take you back to this class starting. So this class started in 2021. In 2021, I was newly separated and I had no job, I had no income, and I had a small online business that drew me in some income, but not enough to like make ends meet. And I was living with my son, Casper, and we were in a 2-bedroom apartment in Campbell River, BC. And I was on a Zoom call with some ladies in my fit community. And I was just sharing how depressed I was. He was off at work each day. I sat alone in this apartment and I was going stir crazy. I was going crazy, nuts. And I had been teaching boot camp live in person for decades in my hometown. And this shirt actually came from one of our members. For those of you on video, you see it, but if you're on audio, it says, "When life knocks you down, do a burpee." And then the back of my shirt says booty boss or boot camp boss or something like that. I don't even remember the back of my shirt. So this was gifted to me when I moved from Thompson, Manitoba to Campbell River, BC by one of the girls, Carrie. Carrie was at class tonight. So it's just so beautiful how things all happen. So anyway, back in 2021, I was on a Zoom call with some of my fit fam from another community that I belong to. And one of the girls, Shar, said, "Why don't you try these classes online? Like, why don't you try boot camp online? Offer it, see if people come." And I said, "Well, would you guys try a trial with me and then like just see if I can do it and then we'll put it out there?" And so these ladies joined me on a Sunday and they did a workout with me and they were like, "Do it." And then Shar said, "When are you starting?" I'm like, "Wednesday." Like I didn't give it a hesitation. I just said Wednesday and I just started that Wednesday. Like it was just, I put a Facebook post out, a 2-week trial. It was the middle of the month. It wasn't the beginning of the month. It was November. It was February 17th, 2021. And I just put it out and we just started. We started in 2021 and we're going, like we're 5 years of doing this. We meet 3 times a week. The days of the week have changed a bit over the years, but we currently meet every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evening. And we've been doing this live for 5 years. For 5 years, people show up. For 5 years, they register. This is a legit business I run, you guys. This is what pays my rent. This pays my bills. This helps a woman make life happen. Back in 2021, let me just bring you back. I was in the thick of perimenopause. I thought I was dying. My body was so sore. Everything was hurting. My prolapse was prolapsing, and it was not good. I was not good. But I knew when push comes to shove, if you've ever been in a situation where you're like, you've got to figure this shit out, you will find energy. You will find a way. And I did. Even though it was very challenging, even though there was nights I just would cry myself to sleep, sometimes out of exhaustion, sometimes out of lonely, sometimes out of like, what the hell am I doing here? I don't even know. But I kept putting that one foot in front of the other, kept logging in 3 times a week, logging in, seeing those faces, and I would come alive. And so tonight I was reflecting with the class and I was going back and I was sharing them some different things that have happened over the last 5 years. And in the first year, I remember one night vividly, I was bawling my face off, just feeling exhausted. And and Casper would see me sad, and then he would see me go teach, and I would just come alive. Like I was just like, it was like a drug, like something surged right through me. Like I can't even explain it, what comes through me when I teach. And so I'm teaching this class, and I said to him after, how come when I'm there, I'm so alive, I'm so on, I can do it, I feel so good, and then I crash, different things happen. And he said to me like this, it was so fucking smart. I actually saved it in my phone because it was such a good reminder. So now let me find it here. And now bear with me. Well, you guys can't see what I'm reading, so you won't know if I fuck it up. But I said, okay. I said, it's crazy. I said to Casper tonight, with tears rolling down my face, it's so weird. I'm so tired and sad. Yet, frick, I come alive when I teach boot camp. He said, it's kind of like hockey. Your life is practice, but your boot camp is the game. You guys, this is crazy. He was 17 years old, and he was able, because for him, practices weren't his forte. He didn't always love the practices, but he loved the game. He brought it to the game every time. And so I was just like, isn't that interesting? Like I just thought about that. And I was like, I shared that with the class tonight, that as we do these things, and so coming to class, going live 3 times a week, it's literally like a high for me. It's a drug, and it feels so good. And I love doing it with them. I love how they're feeling, the way they feel. Oh, and then I had a lady that couldn't make it to class. She's out. I'm not going to say her name because she didn't give me permission to say so. But one of the ladies couldn't make it. So she's like, hey, I'm not going to make it tonight. I'm skiing with my kids. I just want you to know I feel better snowboarding now than I did 10 years ago. 10 years ago. She says, I haven't been out for 5 years since we moved to Manitoba. I'm running up and down the bunny hill with my 2 little ones. So grateful for you and your classes. People are feeling younger for having attended these. They're stronger for having attended these. So it's just freaking beautiful. And when I'm telling you, in 2021, I was literally teaching in the corner of my bedroom in our small apartment. Well, we had a nice size apartment, but a small portion of my bedroom. I turned on my laptop. I hit Zoom. I didn't even know how to play music. I literally held a speaker up to the Zoom microphone. I didn't wear a mic in 2021, 2022. I got it in end of 22. I got a mic. I just did it. And I urge you, this is the reminder episode to just go for it. Figure it out. Now, I am going to share with you some tips and things that I did along that journey to strengthen myself. And the things that I did also when I moved here 3 years ago, because when I moved to Winnipeg 3 years ago, I hit another low. I hit the empty nest low that I didn't know that I was going to hit. And that one fucking hit hard. So in 2023, I moved to Winnipeg from BC without my roommate, Casper, and I was just lost. I was so lost. So one thing I did do was I got creative and I listened to people. People were messaging me 2 years prior to my move. I want to come to boot camp, but it's too hard. I want to come to your classes, but it's too difficult. I'm not as intense as you, blah, blah, blah. So then in June of 2023, I'm like, people want an option. People need an option. I'm really good at modifying stuff. Like I'm really good at finding solutions to movement. And I'm good at keeping you going. So I started a modified class 3 years ago. This July, it will be 3 years. So then I got 2 classes going now. For the last last 3 years, 2 classes. We'd go 1 class on Mondays and 2 classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. For the last 3 years, we've been nailing that routine. And so I was able to take that situation, that darkness again, and figure out the way out. Why am I sharing this with you? Because you might be listening to this and be lost, or you might be just sailing through everyday life and you want to level things up a little bit. Okay? So I'm going to share with you some of the things. I wrote some of them down. One thing I did do, if you don't have a current regime, a routine of health for yourself, we need to get you in a routine of health for you. Okay? That might mean learning about your body. That might mean learning about hormones if you choose. That might mean figuring out if your doctor's your doctor for you or not, or figuring out a new one. That might mean educating yourself and going balls deep and figure out your health for you. Do not wait for your doctor to figure it out. Work with them, work along with them, but please get into the driver's seat. I had to do that myself. So in 2023, I moved here, perimenopause. Sorry, I was now in menopause. No hormones in my body. I thought I was dying. I felt like shit. I didn't have my roommate. It was a lot, going through a lot. I sat in this apartment numerous nights and cried and cried and cried. Finally, I had my journal ready. I have my journal right here, actually. It's propping up my laptop. And I just started taking notes of my health so that when I got to the doctor, I was organized. I knew what I was feeling. I knew what hormones I wanted. I knew. I was documenting. Get yourself a book and document your stuff. Write it down. Write how you're feeling. Figure out what symptoms you're having. Figure this out. You need to figure it out. Okay, so do that. Get yourself a book and start jotting stuff down. How you are feeling, everything. And if you feel like something's not a symptom, Google menopause symptoms and you will be blown away at them. If you don't have them and you need them, shoot me a message and I will get those to you. So things I did, I had a routine for myself. I created a routine for myself. Another thing I did and still do, I walk every single day. I walk daily, every single day. I walk. More so in the summer because I live in a cold climate and I'm not a big fan of winter, but I even get out in the winter, I dress warmer and I walk as much as I can walk. Gratitude. Another thing, this is not my gratitude journal. My gratitude journal is in the living room and I'm not going to run and grab it, but gratituding is such a great way to get out of a slump. If you are deep in a dark freaking hole and you feel like I don't even want to be here, start jotting down the things that you are grateful for. And if you can't figure anything out, go deep. Like you woke up today. Can you walk? Can you dress yourself? Can you feed yourself? Those are fucking grateful things to be grateful for, or something like that, okay? Those are things that you can start with. Start there, then go deeper. Do you have a friend that you can call? Do you have food that you enjoy? Get grateful, and you'll start to feel more of that come your way. Okay. Lift heavy shit. I'm going to tell you this, damn it. When you start lifting some heavy weights, that reminds you that you are powerful and you are strong and you are capable and you can lift stuff. You guys lift groceries, you lift kids, you lift objects. You can lift a dumbbell a few times, squat them, whatever. That was not a squat, but you get the idea. I'm sitting in a chair. You can do this, but you need to do this regularly. When you do that, it's empowering to you. That's going to help that mood of yours when it feels low. It's going to help you shift out of that space. I had to do these things. I had to lift, and I still lift. And I've actually just started about 10 days ago a brand new lifting program in my app. You've got to get this app. You guys, there's so much going on right now, and I want you in this world because it's so good, and I want you there. Okay. You got to get creative too with your lifting. Maybe you've got an injury. When I was really not well, I had to get super creative how I lifted until I got the supports that I needed, until I got the hormones in my body, until I figured out my pelvic floor. All of these things, it took time. It took modifying to figure it out. My app is loaded with modifications. If you come to my live classes, I have a modified lifting class. Come on, guys. It's out there. Okay. If you're in a dark hole and you have a friend that you can call or a loved one, someone that will talk to you, get you through, get on the phone with them regularly. A girlfriend and I used to do walk and talks, and we still do it. We throw on our earphones and we get out and we walk and walk and walk and walk. She's in BC. I'm here in Manitoba. We walk and talk and we walk and talk and we walk and talk. I had to do this all the time back in 2023 when I moved here. I was so freaking sad. I couldn't handle it. You guys, you can handle it, and so did I. I didn't know I could, but I did. And I'm sharing with you the tips that got me through that time. Another thing, fall in love with you. Do not go look for external validation that you are enough. Do not. It is not there. I need you to get very much in love with yourself. Things I did in 2023, I made sure I kept my house, and I still keep my house clean and tidy. I love it. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. I have cute twinkly lights. I have nice blankets. I wash them. I keep them clean. Keep your home clean. Get yourself flowers if you feel like it. Go buy yourself some flowers and let them be there as a reminder that you are alive. And when they die, go get new ones. Don't feel like your flowers have to last forever. They are there to show you, to be present, to be there with your flowers. And then when they die and you want new ones, go get yourself some new flowers. You don't have to get expensive ones. $6 will brighten up your kitchen table or whatever. I did that regularly. I bought myself flowers. And guess what I do when I go to the flower shop? I get them to wrap them up really special. I'll say they're for someone special. Can you wrap them up nice? They don't need to know you're the special one, but it feels damn good when you get home and you open up those flowers that are wrapped so beautiful. Buy some baby's breath. Spend the $1.99. Get the baby's breath with it. Shove it in the flowers. They will wrap them up. They will be beautiful. You will open this gift of flowers. It's different than just buying a plant and sticking it on your table. Go buy yourself some beautiful flowers and tell the lady at the store, whoever's the wrapper-upper, to wrap them up because they're for someone special. You. Yep. You are the one. You're that someone special. Go buy your own flowers. Just like Miley Cyrus says, you can buy your own flowers. You sure can. Buy as many as you like. Buy them as often as you like. Brighten up your kitchen table. Okay? Do that. And I'm just going to say this last one, and I need ladies to listen in. Man, if you're listening to this and you love a woman that is going to go through menopause, and guess what? We're all going through it. Okay? Whether you're symptomatic or not, you are going to go through menopause. Please, please, please educate yourself. Educate yourself on this. So many women say to me, oh, menopause didn't hurt me, didn't do anything to me. Listen, it's doing silent shit to you that you don't know about, and it's not going to show up sometimes till you're 75. Get in the driver's seat now. Are you 30? Are you 40? Are you 50? Get in the driver. Are you 60? And you feel like you missed the boat. You did not fucking miss the boat. Get back in that damn boat and figure out what you need to do. Do you need HRT? Every vagina, I'm just going to say it, should have vaginal estrogen in it. Every freaking one. Yep. If you don't believe me, go listen to Rachel Rubin. She is a doctor. She is gone to the FDA. She is the one that knows this inside and out. And she says everyone can be on vaginal estrogen. Go learn about it. You should not hurt down there. I'm going to do a whole episode in April about this, but right now I'm staying focused here today. But please listen. When that one comes out, I will make sure you have it. Please come back here. Please come back, because I'm going to share my whole journey, and it's going to be something I've never shared into this much detail ever. I've shared some pretty detailed stuff, so you just wait till you get the real details of what the fuck was going on. Okay? All right. So that's a wrap. This was episode 69 in the books. You guys, celebrating 5 years. Thank you to my Zoom community who have supported this crazy lady over here for the last 5 years on Zoom. And prior to that, so many of you who followed and joined my fitness classes back in Thompson, or maybe you were trained by me. Maybe you've been to a seminar that I've taught at or spoke at. I am so grateful. This woman is sitting here with so much gratitude for the fact that I get to do this and help so many of you. Please help me out today. Hit the share button on this episode. Please Please, we need to get this podcast into more hands. There's great messaging here. These are short and sweet. We need to help more people, and you need to help me, as I have a small platform and you guys are going to help me grow it. I'd like to see this episode double in listens this week. Please share this episode, follow the show, share the show, and enjoy this show. Okay? I'll be back next week on the Big Messy Bun. And until then, you guys, get in the driver's seat of your health. Take responsibility. And I'm telling you, you will be so fucking proud of yourself. Okay, that's it.